California from Dodger Stadium. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Lane will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game.
Lane. Here we go.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely.
Hey, you can do it.
He's set. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Reined in. The second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. John Lane steps in, batting from the right side with the left-hander on the mound.
Hey, let's scan up there.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes.
Get the pitch up there, kid.
Lined back over second. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Lane. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Tomas moves over, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's John Lane will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Third baseman, John Lane.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Tomas on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Got under this one just a bit too much, and this thing winds up just a few feet shy of the 375 sign out there in the alley.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker.
With the picturesque San Gabriel Mountains in the background, a look at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks' starting lineup. EK, any thoughts? John Lane will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s from the stretch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
The 0-1 delivery. Down and away, ball 1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock is there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, they were looking for at least a sack.
John Lane digs in here, having earned an RBI on a sac fly in his first plate appearance. Into the windup and the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now the pitching coach.
Settling in now, John Lane. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, however, strike one. Runners on first with one down.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lamb onto the grass. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Oh, man.
John Lane steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time
Chop
right
foul
here.
at the plate, strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Hey, see you
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2.
Hey, one time right now, kid. Here we go.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Line towards center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Making a bid for a base hit. This is a tough play for a center fielder, because that first step is usually back, but he's charging hard and he lays out to pull it in.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Here now is our final line
Yeah,
score this
no
afternoon.
question he was a tough out up there.
Fine sun. City of Angels, Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, the finale of this John Lane will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. John Lane stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
John Lane.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Come on, kid. See it.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Come on, big guy.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Covington is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The sights in. John Lane will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the seats, 0-1.
Let's go now. One time.
Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Pollard, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Even though it comes on a 1-2 count, that's the first pitch of the at-bat that was in the strike zone. So he finally got a pitch he could do something with, and he made it pay off.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, John Lane. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was
a beautiful summer night in Southern California from Dodger Stadium. John Lane will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Shoots this one to first, and a little self-preservation down at first. Settling in now, John Lane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. John Lane will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far.
Well, sitting up here, it looks like there's a lot of wide open spaces, but he's been hitting them right at people all game long.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
One time right here.
So striding in, number 15, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Little chopper back his way. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. 9th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front 4-3. Another nice evening here in LA as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this. You can.
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. John Lane gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Lays off 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Oh, at the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And the count will be full.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch. Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. John Lane will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Now batting, third baseman, John.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Fowler, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in there.
John Lane comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Hayward looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and with it the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. Well, I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
John Lane stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com.
They left 15 runs.
It's a fairly typical hazy day here in Old L.A. as we're ready for baseball from Dodger Stadium. John Lane will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting fourth.
This pitch is on the outside part of the plate with some movement, but you see it there. He just goes down and flips it the other way over the shortstop's head. That's about all you can
Into the box, John Lane. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Lane.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here comes the 0-1.
There, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. John Lane will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Runner.
Puig off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is vary his moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy tried to steal on a slide.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
John Lane leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Third baseman, John Lane.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Come on now. One time right here.
Hey,
And I
kid,
believe
see
they'll
it.
say he
Right.
broke the
Okay,
plane,
kid,
as
let's
yes he
go.
did. It's ruled a strike. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Turner's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
David Price will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do we need to know here, EK?
One time,
John
here we go.
Lane will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Price pauses. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Holt onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the second out. John Lane will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And you know,
I got the count.
the
1 and 2.
little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now. But when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Castillo is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 Boston. John Lane heads to the box to start off the 5th in this one.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Bruce. 1 away.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Any time you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And any time you can do it on 1 pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
John Lane will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Got a lot of it out to deep left. And that'll be off the green monster in left.
And maybe this is one of the few drawbacks as a hitter of having that 37-foot wall out there in left. Any other park in the big leagues, this is a double. Here, it's fielded quickly out in left, and they hold him to just a loud single.
Into the box, John Lane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey, 1 time, right now.
Tap foul at home plate.
Looking good. No one better out there.
A pause and the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
Hey, here we go. Clutch up
Ready
for us
to
right
deliver
here,
the
buddy.
1-2. And another foul ball. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up.
Hey, drive him in for us.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Come on, big dog, we need you.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Good job.
A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fellow right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it. Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, it's the second of this three-game series. John Lane will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Come on now, one time, right here.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Now these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Into the box now, John Lane. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
Buchholz sets. Here he comes on 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
3-1 now. Is this a situation where they're just being careful with a base open here?
It sure looks that way, but it's still early enough where you don't want to put too many guys on base and risk a big inning.
Sent on the ground out to second.
Right here, right
here. First gets him, and the side is retired. John Lane will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bradley has a beat on this one. And that's out number 2.
The batter, number 5.
John Lane will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And he is in there.
And, you know, I think we're starting to see
John Lane steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Fastball too high, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Big guy, get your pitch, huh?
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Holds off on the forkball, and it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Hey, wait for yours here.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Lane. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
3 runs already home here. And he misses with it 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
All right, come on now. One time.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Here now is our final
Well,
score this
he winds up with 3/4 of this.
Sunday afternoon on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today it's the third and final.
Come on, right here.
John
one time.
Lane
Here we go.
will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, when a guy beats you on a location like that, can't feel too bad as a pitcher. This is moving away on the outside corner, and he just goes out.
Digging in, John Lane. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hit to third. There's Sandoval. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. John Lane will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And that'll lead us to have it. Striding into the box, John Lane. He singled his last time up.
John Lane.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Get your pitch.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. High in the air and deep to left center field. Revere going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
John Lane will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrel.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
Kimbrel's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Down 0-2 there. He knows he's got to protect the plate. He almost went around right there, but that's a good job to hold it back.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Hey, come on, big dog.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Bradley is there. One down.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number one.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him.
Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight it's the first of four between the LA Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve? John Lane gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Lane.
A little tapper. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Dodgers retire. John Lane stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Lane.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Nope.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Hey, come on
Yeah,
now, big
I think we
dog.
kind of
Get
knew
your
that
pitch.
pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent,
Got
but
it.
both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Throw gets him. John Lane will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Lane.
Just a little off on his earlier
There's that
swings,
pitch,
guys.
huh?
You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Gonna be a tough play, and they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crowd.
John Lane will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Here you go. Let it fly.
That's
right
over,
here.
but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Ball.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 3 runs already home here.
Kid.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned.
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the second of... John Lane will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle.
All right, right here.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Time now to check out the lineup.
He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Let's go now. What time?
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Let fry. Let's go right here.
In the dirt here.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it
And
fly.
he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. Popped high in the air. Votto just to the right of the mound. And the inning is over.
Come on, guy.
John Lane will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play.
Now, one pitch,
He's just
right
not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
Hey, Lucky Can up
Hit
there.
in the air toward the gap in right center. Yang racing back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not.
John Lane comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Be patient. Get yours.
That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Squared that one up just a little late. Cingrani pauses. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Hey, let him
John
fly up there.
Lane ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hey, look up right
Now
here.
a fastball a bit
Count
too
1-0.
low here. It's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Cole arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in a standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. John Lane gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get your
Check
pitch.
swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Just underway here in Cincinnati. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Silva. And that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Reds will...
All right, come on now,
John
one time.
Lane is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bailey gets the sign. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth. John Lane will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Starting to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Come on, big guy.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bailey sets his sights. Here he comes on 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now. Here we go, baby. Find a good
Chop
pitch.
foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You know, and these guys could have used a few more long at-bats like this one earlier on in this game. Then maybe this starter would have been out of the game by now.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Peraza is in his tracks now. One gone. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms John Lane will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Hey, come on, big dog, get the pitch. Nobody better.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
The 0-1 on its way. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mercer is under this one, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference.
Afternoon now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American ballpark. John Lane will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So a fairly... John Lane stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something.
Run it out.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home. John Lane digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. John Lane will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, what time? Right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there, up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate.
Stepping in, John Lane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, his numbers against right-handed pitching haven't been pretty so far this year.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our Topps Player of the Game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way.